Let's be honest, most videos about making 10K per month, especially during this month, are just filled with a bunch of fluff to get you to buy someone's course. Instead of this video confusing you, it's gonna provide you with ultimate clarity. It's meant to show you the actual smartest path to $10,000 a month with Instagram, literally an app that we all have. But more importantly, give you actionable steps to get there. So take this video seriously because I'll be pulling back the curtain and showing you exactly how I went from a broke, depressed college student to making millions of dollars in the last 4 years with Instagram automation. Now, before I share my screen and show you the exact strategy, I want to talk about a couple things. Now, this might be boring, but it's important. So let's simplify business. Understand that all business really is the marketing and sales of a product. And in order to make money with said business, all you need to figure out is how to get your product in front of the right customer. And you attract that customer by being a content expert. That's it. We're going to talk about content more in a second, but understand how important it is because we're living in an attention economy, meaning content is not going anywhere and it's going to be one of the most important things when starting any business. And you can bet on it, it's going to be relevant in the next 10, 20 years. So I want to use dropshipping as an example because most of you probably know of it or heard of it. I want you to shift your mindset here and think of dropshipping as less of a business model, but more as a fulfillment model. And the reason why I want you to shift that mindset is because way too many people get caught up with the back end of dropshipping and never actually make any money, meaning they don't focus on the actual selling of the product. And trust me, I was there. I was always trying to make everything perfect until I just stopped giving a and started focusing on what's important. For example, I'm sure you see a lot of Instagram pages with videos like this of physical products. Well, these products are actually dropshipped from China. But instead of picking a product, then making the store, then making the Instagram page, what I would do is I would order the product in, make an Instagram page, and just start posting content. Don't worry about building a store and all of that bullshit until you start getting tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of views. So the lesson here is that real and successful entrepreneurs, they work fast and you have to adopt that mindset. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Instagram automation. The reason why I love Instagram automation so much is because you don't need to pick a product and you don't need to build a store right away. And that's because all we focus on is building a community in a specific niche on Instagram. And we do that by posting viral reels because reels is the fastest way to grow your account. So let me explain a little bit further. And if you're a little bit confused about the niche, don't worry, I'll explain it in a second. And this right here is one of the most sustainable businesses because as long as you build a community, build a following in one particular niche, you can sell to them every single day. And you could also sell multiple products to them. So the whole belief that you need a winning product is just completely backwards thinking. And if anybody tells you you need a winning product, they're just a lazy or unskilled marketer. So stop stressing about finding the next winning product that's going to change your life. Focus on becoming an amazing marketer and content creator. If you have any questions up until this point, I'll probably answer them in this next part. We're going to dive into my laptop. But after that, if you have any additional questions, just leave them down below. One of the first things I want you to understand is that markets rarely die, but marketing strategies do. Now, what does that really mean? So when I say markets rarely die, it means that when we do pick our market here and when we do pick our niche, we have to see if it's been evergreen for a good amount of time, right? Not just a trend in the market. So when we pick a niche that's been on the uptrend for the last few decades, understand that if this business doesn't work, it's your fault because obviously it's in demand. So we're going to jump in here, go on Google Trends, validate a couple markets, and understand this as well. Saturated markets are proven markets. So let's jump in here and let's just type in something simple like make money online. I'm just going to change filters to worldwide and then I'm going to do the past 5 years, right? Or we can even go longer and do the past 20 years. So now we're getting about 200,000 people every single month searching up make money online. And they're searching up these exact keywords. So there's probably a ton of people that are searching up something similar. So we can assume that millions of people are trying to search and learn how to make money online. And you already know there are a ton of businesses in this space. Now for me, if I were to make an Instagram page around this, I would do something a little bit more niche down. Something like make money online with Instagram. That way I can focus my content and my community on that one specific thing, developing a high intent audience that's going to in the future want to actually buy something from me about making money online with Instagram. All right, we're gonna go into another niche as well that's pretty solid. Let's type in manifestation. All right, here we have manifestation. As you can see, over the last 20 years as well, they have steadily increased, right? Back in 2008, there was about, let's say 500,000 people a month searching for it. These days, we have about 1 million people searching for it. So this is also a great niche, and this is a niche that looks evergreen, meaning that it's never gonna die out. All right, so now that we've validated a market, I'm gonna go ahead and find a competitor on Instagram, which is our next step. I like to do this on my phone because the desktop version of the Explore page doesn't really work that well. So I'm gonna share my screen right now. Okay, so understand that competitor research is extremely simple. If you wanna find pages in the manifestation niche, you can simply type in #manifestation on the Explore page on your phone, and then you're gonna wanna scroll through Reels. Now, the reason why you want to scroll through Reels is simple. It's because Reels is what grows people's accounts, and we want to find competitors that are growing their account through Reels. And if you wanna find more keywords in the manifestation space, simply go to ChatGPT and type in this. Boom, we got a bunch of keywords: affirmations, mindset, energy, universe. You can pretty much go on the For You page, type in any of these hashtags, and you'll find similar content. But I'm gonna go ahead and type in manifestation. So here's the thing. Before we go ahead and scroll through this, what we have to understand is what type of page are we trying to create, right? There's two types of pages. You can either do a personal brand, a page with your face, or you can create a faceless page. Now, I'm assuming everybody that's watching this video isn't comfortable on camera. Some of you might be, some of you might not be. So let's look for a faceless page. All right, so here's one: mindset vibrations. It looks like they're getting a good amount of views. Let's see what they're selling. Link in bio. Okay, they're probably affiliating for an app, or they own the app. All right, nice. Let's keep looking. Definitely looks like ones on here are with their face, which is fine. All right, so I found another one. I'm gonna pull it up on my laptop, and we're basically gonna go over and analyze the page together. Now, the previous page I showed you had about 2.1 million followers. Their rate of growth looked good, and they were selling an app, but this one here is a lot smaller and a lot more achievable for us, and we're gonna go ahead and diagnose the page. All right, so here we have Accurate Thought. This page is in the manifestation niche, and they have about 118,000 followers, but let's do an analysis and figure out if this is a competitor that we possibly want to mimic. All right, so if we go on the Reels tab here, this is pretty much all we really care about right now, because Reels is what grows your page, it's what grows your community, and ultimately it's gonna be your main money maker. So if we scroll through here, what we're really looking to see is if they're getting a good amount of views per reel. So what does a good amount of views mean? Well, if you look at the amount of followers that they have versus the amount of views that they get, you'll want to basically see if a good amount of their videos get more views than the amount of followers that they have on their page, right? And so to me, if I look at their last month of posts, I'm looking for at least 5 to 10 videos that got more than, let's say, 118,000 views. So let's scroll through here. There's one at 200,000. There's one at 1.3 million. There's one at 168, 320, 351. All right, so a good amount of videos in the last 30 days did get over 118,000 views. Now we can even take this a step further and look at an app called Social Blade. Now this right here is a free app. I just put their handle in there, and basically we can see that they grew about 25,000 followers in the last 30 days, which is really solid for a small page like this. So what this tells us is that Instagram is actually pushing out their content to new audiences, which is actually growing their page. Let's also take a look at the content that they post and see if it's anything complicated. Okay, so it pretty much looks like they're using famous speakers and authors like Bob Proctor, Earl Nightingale. We have Brian Tracy here as well. They're just taking those old clips and they're putting really nice music and captions over top of it and formatting it in an interesting way. So the reason why we want to look at this is because at the end of the day, if we want to compete with our competitors, we want our content to be similar and slightly better. So to me, this is actually pretty simple content to make. So we can go ahead and copy this. All right, so number one, we know that this page is in the manifestation niche. Number two, we know that they're growing pretty fast. But number three, we have to actually identify if they're making money, because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for. So if we go and check what they're selling, it looks like they're selling these books. Now understand this, they are in the manifestation space. They don't have to sell these books. These books aren't some crazy winning product that you can't get anywhere else. You can sell a course to the audience, a course about manifestation. You could sell these books, or you can sell something else related to the niche. I'm assuming that after these guys built their community, they realized that most of their audience wanted to buy these books. So that's what they're sticking with. But that's not to say that there's another product they can sell to this audience or another product they can affiliate for. All right, cool. So I realize this is a Shopify store. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how much money they make with this tool. Okay, so this AI tool right here shows me on average about how much a Shopify store makes. So this page right here is making $15,000 to $16,000, and this was in the last 30 days. But if you look at the previous 30 days, they made about $24,000 to $25,000 with this page. All right, in a couple minutes, we understand how simple business is and actually should be. We understand Instagram automation. We understand how to validate a market. We understand competitor research, and we pretty much found a page that we can replicate. So if you wanted to start this business, literally right after you watch this video, all you have to do is create an Instagram account and start making content. It's that simple. Understand that no views equals no traffic to your site or affiliate link equals no money. And that's how simple business is. Stop overcomplicating it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want my help to literally handhold you, build your Instagram business with you, click the link at the top of the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.